Welcome to ToneBros. My name's Casey.
And I'm Colin. We're going to get started with our current topic of the day, which is the Line 6 podexpress.
Yeah, the old kidney bean.
No, it's not the old pod. So this is a normal stomp box.
Okay.
But if you haven't seen it already, so there's,
I have.
Okay,
Yeah.
there's an on and off. There's tap tempo switch. You can choose your amp. You can choose your delay. You can choose your reverb. You can choose kind of a whole bunch of stuff.
Yep.
So, are you interested in it? What do you think about it? This is a new product. I think it got released in March. So, I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I think it's awesome. I actually thought the old kidney bean pod was pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I knew a lot
They
of
still
people...
sell that, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mean amazing like tone. I thought it was an amazing piece of like a tool that you could use.
Right.
I thought a lot of people were using it to record with back in the day. I know there were a lot of famous albums that thing was used for the guitar set, which is crazy.
That's weird.
But yeah, I think it's awesome that they're putting that out. I think it's really cool that they're updating it and moving it into a stomp box because, I mean, everybody's going to stomp box type stuff for amp sims and for different multi-effects. I think they're entering a market probably that, I mean, Line 6 is in that market, obviously, with like the HX stuff. My question, I guess, is with it, I mean, it's cool that they're doing that. Why would somebody go to that rather than an HX stomp?
Right. I think to me this is more of a on-the-fly type of thing.
Okay.
So the HX stomps, obviously, you gotta have your presets ready to go.
Yep.
You gotta have your whole line figured out. So to me, this is like the simplified version of a pod.
Okay.
So and it's much more stomp box.
Yeah.
Like it is not like super tweakable like the HX.
You're not flipping through a bunch of menus or anything.
Right.
It looked like it was just knobs you turned. I did listen to a little demo of it. I didn't get in the huge feature set of it talking about it. But I think it's really cool. Mm-hmm. I think that it and probably the Boss IR2, which, I mean, I know I've kept bringing it up the last little bit whenever we're talking because I think, though, you know, it's probably going to be the front runner for all these, like, oh crap, emergency backup rig pedals. Mm-hmm. And probably this podexpress is going to be the other option.
Right.
You know,
I think the cool thing about this podexpress, so the Boss IR2, that's pretty much just an amp.
It is just amps. I think there's reverb in there, but I think that's it.
So the podexpress will even, like, if your pedal board goes down, like, you really could use it for delay or whatever. If you had to.
Yeah, it would be a bad situation, right?
It would be a bad situation. But I think it's a really good, like, and I'm sure you've heard the demos, like, there's some good sounds that come out of that thing. Yeah. For $200.
For what it is.
Right.
For what it is. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. So I think it's pretty neat.
I think it's awesome. I'm glad to see Line 6 doing something like that. It's a little more, you know, I'm a tactile knob guy. I like switches and knobs and not menus, and like I don't want to have to read a giant manual to get through a pedal. So that type of thing's right up my alley.
Right.
I think they're, you know, heading exactly where I would want a company to go.
And think about it, like, you know, if this is for a player that's using it as like an oh crap rig. Yeah. You know, you really don't want to flip through a bunch of menus.
And you're not going to be familiar with it because it's your, you know, everything's went down.
So everything's quick on the fly. I think it's great.
It's your lifeboat rig, right?
I think it's great.
I think it's amazing. I hope they keep coming out with stuff like that. I hope other companies jump on the bandwagon. Not necessarily for just like backup stuff, but the idea of the simplicity, you know, jumping right to knobs and that stuff.